Good evening, folks. It's the All That Show. Talk about this, talk about that. It's the All That Show with your host, Solomon Saul Whitfield, coming from Studio 215. We have a new guest on tonight. We'll get to that. But before we do that, let's talk about the platform that allows us to put this out in the airwaves. And that's the WARCradio.com. And that's an internet radio station which has numerous genres that you can go out and listen to. You know, feed that need to explore. It's there. And we want to thank one of our new sponsors, Carina Motors, which is a reseller of cars in the Twinsburg, Ohio area. But remember, even though I say that, 75% of their business is done out of state, and not so much the states that touch it. So go out to their site. You can, and you'll see Gino there, who's as far as the hierarchies, he's the head honcho there. Then comes in the hierarchy comes Eric, and then comes Chris. But they make a great team, like a triangle. So go out to their website, Carina, and that's spelled C like in Charlie, A like in Apple, R like in Robert, E like in Elvis, N like in Nancy, A like in Apple, Motors.com with the S there. And they'll be able to work with you any kind of way to try to get you into that vehicle that you want, and hopefully for the price that you can afford. I shouldn't say hopefully, but sometimes our expectations are a little bit greater than our pockets allow us, but and sometimes our credit's not so good, but they can help out with that. So let's move on here. I'm excited. I'm a new one of my new friends of mine who's up to come on tonight, and his name is Mike, and the name of the show is Holiday Blessing, Mr. Mike. I'm blessed to be to know him and be in his circle, and I feel blessed that he's in my circles, and it makes for a good thing. He is a very, very good-hearted person. I mean, this guy is Santa Claus. You know, this is appropriate. You know, holiday blessing, but this guy is Santa Claus. You know, 12 months a year. 365 days. 24/7. What I can say. This is a very giving, caring guy, and I'm really blessed to have worked closely with him in business, as a partnership, and done things together as a team. So yes, we have a good relationship, a good bond going there, and I want to make sure that his holiday is coming in pretty nice. So we're going to give him a call. We want to hit him up now, see who's there, and hope we don't catch him off guard. Let's get him on the speaker there. Alright, the phone should start ringing. There you go. There goes the phone. There goes the phone. There goes the phone.
Hello?
Good evening, Mr. Mike.
Good evening. Yes.
Mr. Mike, I gotta let you know that you're on the All That Show, which is a podcast hosted by yours truly, Solomon Saul Whitfield, your bestest buddy, your only buddy.
Yeah.
Should I go further?
That's good to know.
All right. Well, let me ask you this, because thanks for being on the show. Let me ask you this. Basically, I call my friends up to see like what they want to talk about, whatever's on their mind, whatever. I kind of call it holiday blessing, but whatever's on your mind, throw it out there, and we'll kind of gnaw at it and see how it goes. What's going on?
Okay.
Huh?
That sounds good.
What's going on? Anything you want to talk about?
Well, I'm going for my, hopefully my, vacation's not going to be too ruined by the weather, because we're trying to put together something for January to go to Hilton Head.
I like that. I like that. I'm making it happen. I like that a lot.
You got to make it happen. No one else is going to do it for you. You got to do it for yourself, you know.
I got you. I got you.
So, other than that, you know, my daughter Anna is having a birthday in January.
Mm-hmm. Now you have what's the family arrangement?
I have two daughters, Angela and Anna.
Okay.
They're both married now. I have a grandson that his name's Nicholas. He'll be 10 years old on the 20th of December.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, they're very important to me, and I try to call them at least every other day just to check in and make sure they're okay. And
so you're doing the whole grandpa thing. You're doing. Am I correct about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm being the grandpa thing.
Being a grandpa thing is a heavy road too, man, because like there's a lot of spoiling that goes on in a good way, you know what I mean? A nurturing type of thing, you know what I mean? And
Linda makes a great grandma to him.
So you're a great team.
You know, and you know, as soon as this weather gets to the point where I can get back out fishing, I'll be doing that and trying to teach my grandson how to fish and you know, just enjoy the outdoors.
Wow, man, you taking me back to, you know, it goes like this. The Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah.
With Opie and then walking in the woods, you know, him throwing the rock, and you know, they always talking about getting away from fishing and having those special moments and stuff. Very nice.
Right. You know, I love to go fishing.
Oh yeah.
I love taking Linda fishing.
Oh yeah.
She enjoys it a lot, you know, and I just, you know, that's one of the things that makes me feel comfortable, makes me feel happy and relaxed, and you know, everything, all this craziness going on out there in the world.
Now wait a minute, I just thought of a new business for you with all that you said. You just gave me a business plan for that you might want to think about. Mr. Mike's Fishing World. Do it from your crib, man. What you can do, like
I'd love to do something like that.
Man, you can do it from your crib, man. You don't have to get out. I mean, I know before that the guy had the problem in your community because he had too many trucks coming in and stuff. I don't know. I think depending on your relationship with some companies, you can establish some drop shipping and stuff like that where nothing comes to your house. It goes directly to the end user.
Right.
But you could do that from your house, man, and do what you enjoy doing, which I know you have a passion for fishing. You should, so that way you can get that house down in Florida and come back when it gets hot. Come back to Ohio.
Well, for a while I'll be here. You know, making a big change like that's not in the cards.
Well, I mean, you just recently, you know, it hasn't been that long. So you and Linda kind of, you know, built this house, and it's a beautiful home,
right?
And you got a beautiful community. So the development. So you know, it's and I know from working with you, I know how fussy you are about things, and I know how fussy Linda's about things, and I know from being invited to some of your affairs, some of the very nice affairs that you guys have put on. You know what I mean? With themes and all kind of stuff. Like, you know, I mean, you know, but I'm saying there's a possibility of doing a lot of stuff right from the house. That
there's a lot of possibilities.
Okay. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about that later. You know.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. We can go more in detail about that. But yeah, man, I would love to see you be able to do that. So that would be cool. That would be great.
Last night was the first time I went to Summit Racing.
Uh-oh. You getting into the hot rod stuff now?
No, they had some nice stuff there, I'll tell you.
Oh, it'll get you.
Myself and my cousin Jim went, and it was the first time for him and the first time for me, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't even explain it. It is so decent, so clean.
Let me put it in words after listening to you, and you know I'm a car guy. You know, I've always been a car guy, always will. But it makes you go back to being a little boy.
Oh yeah.
You go back real quick. You know what I mean? You don't worry about your expression, who's seeing you. You know, whatever. I mean, you don't care about that. You say, "Ooh, man, this is nice."
Yep. You know, when I was a teenager, I had a '68 Nova, and they had a magazine or a book all about '68 to '70 Novas. And I must have stood there for 15 minutes paging through it, just looking at the pictures and everything in there, and it was like, yeah, it brought back some real memories.
When we were around the same teenager, you were going out. Well, sometime I'll have to take you to Lake Erie Communication, one of their events. They kind of like, you know, you'll get a kick out of that because, you know, it goes along with racing, and you're out there and you're talking to the drivers in the car through flags, and yeah, it's kind of cool, man. It really is. You know what I mean? I miss it. I'll be honest with you. Yeah.
I'll definitely go out there.
Yeah. No, it's good to hear you getting around and stuff too, man. I know with some of the medical things going on right now, but you know, you definitely sound like you're getting busy, living life, and not, you know, sitting back and moaning and groaning and complaining about stuff.
No, I still do that.
Okay.
I still do that.
All right.
I'm still not where I want to be. You know, it's going to take a while, probably another, I'd say, well, probably 4 months.
Good for you.
Until I'm back,
Good
you know.
You. Okay.
Yeah, I got a surgery coming up on February 9th for the hernia. And I had an ultrasound done to make sure that all my pieces parts are in the right places. So when they go in there, they know what they're up against, because it's not a groin hernia. It's actually done from previous surgeries. So it's
well, let me ask you this, Mike. What we can do is, if you want, we can come back. We can come back and do another 15-minute session if you're good with that. If not, I need to close out here. But no, I got to take care of a little business now. But you stay there, so we can talk. But let me just finish up and, you know, kind of recap and all that little happy stuff. So look, folks, you heard the show, all that, with your host Solomon Saul Whitfield. Our special guest was Mr. Mike. And hopefully he'll be back again with another session. We want to thank WARCradio.com, our platform. We also want to thank Carina Motors for also the resale